I spy with my divine eye a message from our sun being in the Sagittarius zodiac sign, our moon also being in the Sagittarius zodiac sign, and our moon is a new moon, okay? And it's 20 days old. It's a 28 day old new moon that we are in, according to my little app, okay? And I feel led to just do a little bit of numerology to get some messages from that. So let me see. It's 28 days old. We have 8 plus 2 reduced to 10. Okay, and then today's date, although this is a timeless message for those of us or the collective resonating with this message, this is a timeless message for us, okay? For those who resonate with it, for those who's going through some of the signs of Sagittarius, okay? Today's date, today's Sunday, and today's date is December 13th, 2020. Okay, so I decided to do the numerology for 12, 13, 20. Okay, so 12 is 1 and 2, which reduced to 3. 13, I always like to pay attention to the number 13 because I always hear that song, "This is my Exodus, deliver me." Oh, Gloria, hallelujah. And so 1 plus 3 is reduced to 4, and 4 represents building foundations not upon the sand but upon the rock. And what is the rock? The rock is the truth. Okay, the rock is you are basically building a foundation based upon your root chakra, based upon the I am chakra, based upon who you are and what your destiny is, and you're not building a foundation anymore upon sand that sinks you. And I believe that the sand just represents human concerns that has no that puts no value in your purpose, but puts all the value in your heart's, that puts all the value in human concerns, puts all the value in what you want out of life financially or on a monetary type of situation, or in a monetary type of situation. Okay, so and then we have 20. So 2 plus 0 is reduced to 2. And if we add 3, 4, and 2, we get the number 9, which 9 and 10 represents to me consciousness, okay? And so we got to remember that we are on a spiritual journey to expand our consciousness. And so we're going to be going through things that bring us to enlightenment, bring us to and not just an understanding, but we get an overstanding from an understanding. As within, so it will be without in this season in our lives right now. Okay, so I am not a Sagittarius, I'm a Leo, but I am paying attention to the message that comes from, okay, our sun being in that Sagittarius zodiac sign and our moon being in that Sagittarius sign, because every time I do a message based on what our sun, what zodiac sign our moon or our sun is in, I realize that it's timeless, it's interchangeable. It can be happening at the moment, or if it's not happening at the moment, it's going to happen sometime in the future. And so hopefully today we can touch on time, how long it would take, how long we would be in the Sagittarius energy. Now the Sagittarius symbol is showing a divine masculine with a arrow pulled back on a bow. Okay, I did a Sagittarius reading a while ago, and I've been going back to that reading just to just to regain an understanding from the message that I got before, when our moon, it was just our moon in Sagittarius, but we got double Sagittarius, okay? We got our Sagittarius in the our sun god Ra. We got the Sagittarius in our moon god. I think the term is Horus or something like that. And so we got both God eyes in the Sagittarius, really giving us a double message, really reiterating that our divine army that God has given charge over us, the angels that God has given charge over us, okay, our spiritual army is basically assigned to, as God's source universe, okay, in the place of God's source universe. That's why he's given them charge over us. So for some of us, we're going to feel the pull back, and it's going to feel very uncomfortable, because when you're trying to move forward and you find yourself taking 2 steps forward just to be pulled back 2 steps energetically and feeling like you have no control over that, unless you take the path of the least resistance and you just allow it to happen, it is going to cause some symptoms in your body that is going to be unpleasurable and uncomfortable. We may be getting headaches, we may be getting body aches, we may be finding ourselves feeling a descension physically as far as how we feel and how we operate. We may feel a sinking feeling, okay? We may feel depression, okay? We may feel feelings that is going to confuse us, okay, in this process, because we have no idea what's going on and we're not willing to surrender to the divine will for us to be pulled back, okay? And then we have some of us who are in the Sagittarius energy who is resonating with the feeling of being stuck, okay? And so when God uses his army that he has given charge over us to pull us back, then he holds us there. We're held there, okay? And when we are held there, we feel stuck, we feel stagnant, okay? These are all accusations that is not true, okay? But we feel stuck and stagnant because we don't understand what's going on. Why is my life on standstill? Why is my goals on standstill? Okay, and you feel the energy of just, waiting on results from the work that you've been putting in, and you've been waiting a bit too long. But the reason why you're held in that waiting position is so that you can gain enlightenment, okay? And in that holding position, our new moon being 20 days old in our moon being 28 days as a new moon, it's hard for me to try to get tongue-tied, but it reminds me of a oracle card that I have that says nothingness, okay? Because some of us feel that nothingness, okay? We are in the energy, or we are in the quantum field of nothingness, and in that quantum field we have infinite possibilities, because we're starting over new. We're starting off with a clean plate, and so it's kind of scary, because everything that we've been working so hard for, we think that it's been snatched away from us, or it's been on hold. We're stuck, we can't go forward in the plans that we have set out for ourselves with the help of the divine army. That's why it's so discouraging, because you're thinking to yourself, man, like I felt led to start this project. I felt led to be in this relationship. I felt led, and so if I was led, how come there's a pullback? If I was led, how come God says yes yesterday and then says no today? It's not that he says yes yesterday and no today, it's that he is pulling us back from a lot of situations, okay? He's pulling us back from building foundations on the sand. Okay, while we're pulled back, we are forced to look within, okay, and find the hidden meaning in everything, the hidden intentions that we have in everything, the hidden intentions of those that we're dealing with, so that we can make more informed decisions, building our foundations on truth, 100% truth, and not 90%, 99% truth, because it is said 99% of the truth is a lie. So we always want to be expanded with wisdom in order to be made whole in the plans that we set out for ourselves, with the help of our divine army, with the help of the angels that God has given charge, with the help of our ancestors, with the help of our ascended masters. Okay, whoever you feel it resonates with being your help in the physical and in the non-physical, though, that is the energy that is helping you and co-creating with you your heart's desire, your divine purpose, okay, and your divine right, okay, to be prosperous from a place of purity and divinity. Okay, so wow, so I wanted to do a reading. But listen, I want to encourage you to share this video if you think that there's anyone that can benefit from this message. I want to encourage you to share a comment below if you think that it's going to encourage those who tend to read the comments and get encouragement and confirmation from the comments. I want to encourage you to subscribe if you feel my vibe, beloved, okay? I want to encourage you to press that bell next to the subscribe button. After you subscribe, also ring that bell by just pressing on the bell next to the subscribe button. You will be sure to be notified every time I upload new content or added wisdom or added increase to our spiritual journey with the messages that I receive as part God body from our divine army that wants to address us as a collective. Okay, we're already like 12 minutes in, beloved, and I haven't read a card yet. And so someone said to me that, you know, you are a prophet, not a card reader. Okay, and so that blessed me because it reassures me that the messages and the downloads and the enlightenment that I get, I am destined to share. I am encouraged to share. And I don't need to have tarot or oracle cards to do that, but I use them as a tool for divine army to reassure or confirm the messages, because it is easy for us to be bewitched. It is easy for us to be deceived. And so there's nothing wrong with using things as tools. I use the Bible as a tool. I use movies that I feel led to watch as a tool. I use tarot and oracle as a tool. Okay, I don't consider anything demonic and not of God if I am doing all things in my own Christ consciousness, my own part Christ consciousness that has been given me. It is called free will. Okay, and the free will that God has given us is not going to lead us astray, because every good and perfect gift comes from the Father of the heavenly lights, almighty breasted mommy God. And so we can have faith and put our trust in our free will to lead us in the ways that we shall go, and to counsel us with the loving eye of God. Hallelujah. And so, I said hallelujah. What? Okay, so it is our heart's desire. So when we delight ourselves in God, source, universe, and not be stepping on universe toes in order to fulfill our human concerns that have no concerns with our divine purpose. Okay, when we find ourselves stepping on the toes of the universe, we gotta get pulled back. And the universe is like, listen, I'm a co-creator with you. Let's do this together. Okay, let's remember the laws of the universe so that we can work together, we can dance together, and we can fulfill your full prophecy, the full prophecy of your heart's desire, because it is your heart's desire that is your free will. It is your heart's desire that is in the center of your heart. So even if you have a heart that is made of stone because of experiences being born into sin, okay, and there's there's my enlightenment on what sin is has been expanded. So don't think that I'm coming from a dogmatic religious energy when I use the term sin, okay? But listen, let me just move on, okay? And so I just wanted to see if there was any healing that came from the singing bowl, okay, beloved? So right now, everything seems copacetic. We are not in an energy of in the need of healing, because there is a transmutation taking place in our lives right now on our spiritual journey that is causing us to feel symptoms that make us think that we need healing. And right now we are in an energy of transmutation, and that is, we can call it healing, but healing is a limited explanation of what we're going through during our spiritual transformation in this moment right now. And some of us are going through that transformation in a stuck position, in a position of being held back, okay? But you're still going through the process of transmutation so that you can ascend even in your flesh, in the land of the living, in the land of the physical, so that you can ascend, okay, as you ascend spiritually. Okay, so all right, let's see. I made my own, you know how we got the Florida water that we blessed with. I made my own magician water, okay, for love and prosperity. Okay, so let me know if you want to get hooked up with that. But I use that as a blessing. I light my candle as a blessing, as a thank you to our Father of the heavenly lights and our almighty breasted mommy God for just loving us and using us and building us, being a parent, being a mother to the motherless, being a father to the fatherless, being a brother to the brotherless, a sister to the sisterless, an auntie to the auntieless, okay, an uncle to the uncle-less. I just thank God for being our everything, beloved, okay? And so, let's see. I have been experiencing some activation in my hands, and so shuffling is not going to be easy right now because my middle finger has been in so much pain, and I thought that maybe it's because I may have been experiencing carpal tunnel or something like that, and it made me nervous. Okay, but I was watching Spirit Doula the other night too, and she confirmed what the download that I've already got, that if I'm experiencing pain in my fingers, to pay attention to what finger it is, because it's being activated, and to just trust the process and not to despise the process because of the uncomfortability that you are experiencing. And so yes, this middle finger, I can bend it now, but it's still in pain. But it was so much pain that just moving it, it was a scary experience, but it's starting to feel better now. But the middle finger represents, the ethers. It represents the consciousness that we get from the non-physical realm, okay? It represents spirit, okay? It represents fire baptism, okay? So yeah, if you understand what any of those terms mean, but you can always do your research, okay? Because now that we're held back, everything that we hear, we need to confirm by doing our own research, confirm by doing our own study, and seek the truth, and you shall find the truth for yourself, okay? And it will just be adding increase to the truth that someone has deposited in you, okay? It will water the seeds that has been deposited in you so that you can grow a harvest, okay? So reflect on everything. Woo. Okay, can't shuffle it, can't do that, and I love hearing that sound. All right, so this deck is my Mermaid Tarot. All right, and so I have been feeling led to use this deck to as a tool to receive confirmation for the downloads that I have been getting from the activation of my ethers. My middle finger. I was getting ready to put it up in a certain, nah, girl, don't do that. All right, so we have the Nine of Cups. So this is what we have to look forward to. Okay. Right now, what we need to be doing as we are being pulled back, or as we are pulled back by our divine army, this is giving us time to manifest. And so a lot of us may have been seeing the number 111, 111 p.m., 10:11 a.m. We have been seeing the ones, which is a message, okay, a numerologic message or synchronicity from our divine army to make us aware that our thoughts are manifesting. And so we have to pay attention to our thoughts, because if we are having thoughts that could possibly manifest bad outcome, okay, we have the chance, if we're paying attention, we have the chance to transmute those thoughts into positive thoughts, okay, transmute our stinking thinking into positive thinking, reassuring ourselves, okay, that everything is going to be okay because our wishes are going to come true. We have the ability to manifest what it is our heart is desiring, and everything that our heart is desiring, if seeking first your divine purpose in that thing, okay, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you. So everything you desire to, in every way you desire to be fulfilled, spiritual fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, enlightenment, and this pullback stuck mode that we are in, we are encouraged, we are feeling like we're having like thoughts, okay, relating to our finances, our relationships, our health, you know, our emotional fulfillment. We're being enlightenment, or we are becoming aware in this stuck position of how we really feel about the moves that we're making, and if we want to continue on making those moves. If we want, once our divine army let that bow go, let the arrow go that's pulled back on the bow, we want to be able to shoot forth into the desires of our hearts that is more concerned with our spiritual journey and our spiritual growth and our divine purpose than it is for all these other things that concern us, okay, which is going to be taken care of by our spiritual calling or our divine purpose. And when that happens, there is no painful toil that comes with it, no harmful causation that comes with it, no sorrow that comes with the things that we're manifesting while we're in that pullback mode. If we're paying close attention to our intentions, the awareness we get from our, from or concerning our intentions for why we're doing what we're doing, and the intentions of others being connected to us. Okay, so let's see. And we have the Nine of Wands, but it was in reverse. Okay, and so the message I'm getting from that is that, the message from the Nine of Wands being upright is basically you're in your last leg, okay? But I feel like it being in reverse is just reassurance that you've already done your last rodeo, okay? Now is the time for you to to acknowledge the fact that you are manifesting now your destiny. You are manifesting now your pure prosperity, okay? With no painful toil, no struggle, okay? No sorrow attached to it. All right? So Let me see if I need to. Okay, so I have the Three of Cups. So you're going to have a reason to celebrate. I have the Magician, more confirmation that everything that you are manifesting while you're in this pullback mode is going to give you something to celebrate about. You are manifesting new relationships, okay, that have been, that have been, that you've been, you're manifesting new relationships. You're manifesting reconciliation in old relationships that broke your heart when you got that, when that disconnect happened. Okay? So you're going to have reason to celebrate because you are manifesting with your co-creator, which is the universe, your divine army, the angels that God has given charge over you to satisfy you with long life. Okay, Ashe, so be it. And these two cards are in reverse. So we have the Fool's card. Okay, so, and we have the Eight of Cups. So what I'm getting is that you are no longer, with this awareness that you're getting in that stuck mode or pullback mode, there is no more playing the fool because you are now aware of every step that you're taking. Okay, so usually the Fool card upright lets us know that we need to take that step, but Spirit is like, there's no steps for you to take right now because you're about to be shot forward, okay, with lightning speed once your divine army lets you go, because you are shooting forth in enlightenment, awareness, truth, okay, knowing what your purpose is 100%. Okay, so faith is not needed. Okay, once you shoot forth, you're gonna know. You're gonna, more than faith, more than believe, you're gonna shoot forth in thanksgiving because you're gonna be sure about what no longer serves you. All right, and we have the King of Cups. Also, just letting us know that we, our divine feminines is going to be balanced by our divine masculines, balanced emotionally, with the divine sacred masculine coming into our existence. And we're going to have that divine sacred masculine, okay, who is lonely and not feeling whole when it comes to emotional fulfillment. That divine feminine is coming in, okay, to fulfill his emotional desires, his spiritual desires, okay, and to just fulfill him and make him whole. Okay, so, and that's what and we have the Ace of Pentacles. And so basically it's just confirmation that we are going to be satisfied with long life after we are let loose from that hold back position that we are in right now or experiencing. So I hope that you are encouraged by the confirmation to what it is you may be experiencing right now. You know, some of us are feeling like, man, like the last reading I got was a lie, because this is not what's happening. Like, why? Okay. And so this confirms the King of Cups, because your divine army wants you to know that you deserve sugar and not salt. Okay? So you deserve experiencing relationships in your life, connections in your life that is making your life sweeter and not bitter. Okay, I'm sensing that ocean energy. And then we have the 2 on top of that card. So the numeric message to me is you are definitely going to integrate with your divine masculine or your divine feminine, and it's going to be sweet and not bitter. Okay, and so you, divine feminine, you are the queen. Okay, so we want you to ascend. Okay, those who are used to being bitter or reacting in a bitter way. Okay, while you're in that pullback, think about sweetening up your stance, sweetening up your approach when it comes to releasing information, whether it be true or not true. Okay, but right now, relax a spell. While you're in this pullback, relax. Relax so that you can see things from a different point of view, because when you see things upside down, you are actually seeing things right side up while you're in this position. And that's why our divine army is putting us in this position. Okay, so I want to see if our divine army will give us a how long. How long are we going to be in this pullback mode? Okay, so for some of us, it can be 4 days. For some of us, it can be 4 weeks. For some of us, it can be 4 months, but I am not feeling 4 years. Also, let's see. It's gonna be so fast. Like once you stop despising the process of being or of feeling stuck or being pulled back, or once you stop, just you take the path of the least resistance and you stop resisting the setback, okay, or the pullback, it is going to happen to you very, very quickly, because the 4 of clubs represents the 4 of wands, and wands represent fire, and fire represents speed. Okay, and so I really feel like for a lot of us, it's 4 days to 4 weeks. So it may only last a month or less than a month, depending on how we handle the situation, depending on how we handle being set back, being pulled back. Okay, depending on how we receive the information and the enlightenment that we get and the wisdom that we need in order to move forward when we are let go and allowed to move forward. All right, so I hope that somebody was blessed by this message. I was definitely blessed by this message, and I just had to release it, and hopefully it's confirmation to any type of information, study, research, readings that you've been bringing into your existence, words of prophecy that you've been bringing into your existence. I just pray that this message waters it, encourages you, strengthens you, lifts you up, edifies you, and ascends you, and brings balance to your experience. Ki, Parana, Chi, balance. Namaste. The God in me honors the God in you. Have a blessed day, beloved. Later.